plan on sneaking down on this trail. It's already been used. It stopped snowing about an hour and a half ago, so this is all super fresh side. So we're gonna sneak back here and see what's happening. Buck came through here and was pissed off. I thought it was turkeys at first, but there's only one set of deer tracks right there chewing from me. That's crazy. So we're gonna sneak back here, see what happens. All right, guys. So got myself a nice Wisconsin buck here today. It was kind of a crazy story. I didn't get it on film, so I'm sorry about that, but I'll give you guys the rundown of it. So basically what happened was me and my brother, we were sitting out in the food pot in a blind, and my brother was taking a little snoozer. We both had our bows out there, and I heard this deer coming, and it was loud, and I figured he was a buck chasing a doe, and I didn't know. I couldn't tell what it was from where he was in the blind. And I tried waking up my brother and I told him that there was a deer coming, but he was snoozing. So he kind of was half asleep, half awake. And I seen it cross behind us. I had a window just cracked a little bit, and I decided if this buck was gonna give either of us a chance, we're definitely taking it. So I grabbed my bow, my brother grabbed his bow, and we were sitting there, and the buck was coming, and it was on my side of the blind. So I was almost gonna shoot it, but then it was walking down the trail that would have led right in front of our stand, which we thought where we wanted him to come. So then I was gonna let my brother shoot, and I was gonna grab the camera, and then at the last second, the doe kind of cut off down into the woods. So my brother wasn't able to get a shot, but I could get a shot. So I kind of had to make a quick little decision. I decided I was gonna shoot him, so I drew back, and I put it on him, and I shot, and I was pretty positive I had hit him, but I didn't have any video to look back on to see if I hit him. So I called up my uncle, he was there, and we kind of tracked for a little bit. We found the arrow. It was all full of blood, so I knew I'd hit him, but we could not find any blood in the ground. And then, of course, it started to snow. It wasn't very much snow, but it was just enough to cover the ground, all the leaves. So we called in a dog last night. The dog came, and she tracked him for a ways, but then what I think happened was the dog got on the doe. I think she was in heat, so the dog really locked onto that, and we followed the doe for a while. Realized that wasn't the right one, went back, and she took that same track. So then we looked around for a while, and then he decided to call it, so he left. And then this morning, me, my dad, and my uncle went back out, and we just were following the little bits of blood that we could find on sticks and stuff that weren't covered in snow. And I was gonna keep my cool, and if we found them, record it. But we were following them, and the blood started opening up, and we figured it'd be a good spot where you might go in bed and die. So we were really watching, and I look up and I seen him laying there, and I got all excited and I started screaming like a little schoolgirl running after him. And then we did end up finding him. He did go quite a ways. He probably made her 500 yards. I hit it back, I hit liver and one lung, and I think it was a really good thing that the dog actually didn't go on the right track, because he wasn't very stiff when we found him this morning, and it was in single digits last night. It was cold. So I think he had died earlier this morning. So I'm really glad I found him. He's a great buck. I'm very happy with him. And now we just got to stick with it, and hopefully Mason will get himself a buck. And we got gun season coming up, so stay tuned, guys.